Swineherd by Hans Christian Andersen. Once upon a time, there was a poor prince. His kingdom was very small, but it was still large enough to marry on, and married he wished to be. Yet it was rather bold of him to dare ask the emperor's daughter, "Will you have me?" Though he was famous everywhere, and there were hundreds of other princesses who would have said, "Oh yes, thank you." Do you think she did? No. Let me tell you the story. On the grave of the prince's father grew a rose tree. Oh, such a lovely tree it was. But it bloomed only once every 5 years, and even then bore but a single rose. But this one rose had a fragrance so sweet that one sniff made you forget all your sorrows and troubles. And the prince also had a nightingale, which could sing as if it had every lovely tune inside its little throat. He would give that rose and that nightingale to the emperor's daughter. "It's a pussycat," said the princess. "It is very cleverly made," said all the maidservants. "It is more than clever," said the emperor. "It is pretty." "Oh, Papa, it is not hand-fashioned. It's real," said all the maidservants. "It's real." "Well, let's first see what's in the other box before we get upset," said the emperor. "Superb! Charmant!" said all the maidservants. "It's extraordinary how much that bird reminds me of Her late Majesty's music box. Exactly the same tone, the same expression." "So it has," said the emperor. "But that can't be real too," said the princess. "Oh, but it is, Your Highness. It's a real live bird." "In that case, let it fly away," said the princess. And she refused to receive the prince at all. But of course, that didn't discourage him. "Morning, Emperor," he said. "Could I get a job at your castle?" "Well, there are so many people asking for work here. But let me think. I do need a man to tend the pigs. We have so many pigs." So the prince was appointed Imperial Swineherd. All the day he sat working, and by evening he had made a clever little pot with bells all around it. As soon as the pot boiled, the bells tinkled out this charming old tune. Ah, du lieber Augustin, everything's gone, gone, gone. But the most clever thing about it was that when you held your finger in the steam from the pot, you could instantly smell whatever food was being cooked on every stove in the town. Now that was something else than a rose. Why, that's my tune, said the princess. It was, in fact, the only tune she knew. This must be a cultured swineherd. Go ask him what he wants for that instrument. How much do you want for that pot? I want 10 kisses from the princess. Good gracious! I won't take less. Well, what did he say? I really can't repeat it, Your Highness. It's too dreadful. Then whisper it. Oh, how naughty. Wait. Ask him if he'll take 10 kisses from my maids. No, thank you, said the swineherd. 10 kisses from the princess, or I keep my pot. Oh, how annoying, said the princess. Well, you maids will just have to stand all around me so no one can see me. My goodness, what fun they did have. All night and all day, they kept the pot boiling. There wasn't a stove in the town on which they didn't know what was being cooked, whether it was the Lord Mayor's or the shoemaker's. We know who's going to have cereal and pancakes. We know who's going to have porridge and chops. Isn't that exciting? The swineherd, that is, the prince, but you see they all thought he was really a swineherd, didn't let a day go by without making something. And next, he made a little whirligig. When it was swung around, it played all the waltzes, jigs, and polkas ever known. Why, that's really superb, said the princess. Look. Go ask that swineherd what he wants for the instrument, but no kisses. He wants 100 kisses from the princess. He must be mad. Art must be encouraged. After all, I am the Emperor's daughter. Go tell him he can have 10 kisses as yesterday. The rest he can get from my maids. Oh, but we could never do that, cried all the maidservants. Nonsense, said the princess. If I can kiss him, so can you. Remember, it is I who give you your pay and keep. So the maidservant had to go to the swineherd once again. 100 kisses from the princess, he said, or I keep my whirligig. Stand around, the princess ordered. What is going going on down there in the pig pen? Said the Emperor. Why, it's the maid servants up to something. I'd better go down and have a look. The maids were so busy counting, for it had to be fair. The swineherd shouldn't have too many, nor too few kisses, that they didn't notice the Emperor at all. Well, I never, he said. Get out of here! And both the princess and the swineherd were banished from his kingdom. Poor me, said the princess. If only I had taken the charming prince. Alas, how miserable I am. I have grown to despise you, princess, said the prince. You wouldn't have an honest prince. You didn't appreciate the rose nor the nightingale. But a swineherd you could kiss for the sake of a musical toy. I am through with you. Ah, du lieber Augustin, everything's gone, gone, gone. Everything's gone, gone, gone. Ah, du lieber Augustin, everything's